Mr. Octopus by Roger Hargreaves. Mr. Octopus was one of the smartest and one of the most helpful Mr. Men you could meet. On this particular day, he woke up and decided to help Mr. Strong and Little Miss Sunshine. Mr. Strong, Little Miss Sunshine, and Mr. Octopus were all going to Little Miss Fun's birthday party later that day. However, none of them had bought her a present. So Mr. Octopus, in his usual smart and helpful way, texted his friends and decided they should go shopping together. Mr. Octopus quickly washed his face, brushed his teeth, grabbed his octopus card, and rushed out of his home. Mr. Octopus used his octopus card to take the bus. He met up with Mr. Strong and Little Miss Sunshine at their favorite Hong Kong-style cafe. It was time for breakfast: milk, tea, sausage, eggs, and instant noodles with luncheon meat. Yummy! Mr. Octopus paid for breakfast using his octopus card, and then the shopping began. They headed to a shop and thought about buying Little Miss Fun a watch. Mr. Octopus prepared to pay with his octopus card. Then they realized that a watch just wasn't fun enough for someone as fun as Little Miss Fun. A short time later, they passed a shop selling hats. Little Miss Sunshine realized that she was the only one not wearing a hat, so they stepped inside to buy her one. She picked out a hat that would be perfect for the party, and Mr. Octopus paid with his octopus card. Doesn't she look splendid in her fine hat? Mr. Strong and Little Miss Sunshine realized that they didn't have any good ideas for a present. "Maybe we should look for some inspiration," said Mr. Octopus, who always had good ideas. "Let's head to the peak. The view will inspire us." So that's exactly what they did. Mr. Octopus paid for the peak tram using his octopus card, and they all rode to the top. They headed to the peak tower. The view was amazing, but they still could not think of a present for Little Miss Fun. They needed more inspiration, so they decided to head to Lantau Island. It was time to visit the Big Badao. As they climbed the 268 steps, Mr. Bump passed them going in the opposite direction. They all agreed that the Big Badao was very big indeed. Then they met someone else that was very big. It was Mr. Greedy. Mr. Greedy was attempting to buy a snack from a vending machine, but he had dropped his coin down the steps. Luckily, Mr. Octopus had his octopus card. This gave Mr. Octopus an idea. "Why don't we buy Little Miss Fun lots of party food?" he exclaimed. They went back to the city where Mr. Octopus bought lots of party food. The bags were so full and so heavy that he needed Mr. Strong to carry them. With the present sorted, they headed to the party. On the way, they visited Hong Kong Wetland Park. The bags felt like they were getting heavier and heavier. As they crossed the bridge, suddenly the bags broke and all the food fell in the water. Mr. Strong wanted to quickly rescue the food. However, when he saw Pew Pew lurking nearby, he decided that it wasn't wise to wrestle with a crocodile. So they left Hong Kong Wetland Park empty-handed. With no time left to buy a present, Mr. Octopus had an idea. With no time left to buy a present, Mr. Octopus had another idea. "I know," he cried, pointing at Little Miss Sunshine. "We can give Little Miss Fun your wonderful party hat." But before he could say another word, a bird swooped down and took the hat right off the top of Little Miss Sunshine's head. Oh dear. When they arrived at the train station, Mr. Strong and Little Miss Sunshine found that their octopus cards didn't have enough remaining money for the train fare. So Mr. Octopus topped them up with his mobile phone. They all got on the train and headed off to the party. Mr. Octopus, Mr. Strong, and Little Miss Sunshine arrived at the party empty-handed. The only thing Mr. Octopus had left was his octopus card. With a big smile on his face, he handed it to Little Miss Fun. "Happy birthday," he sang. After all, if they could have that much fun with an octopus card, imagine how much fun Little Miss Fun would have.